Good morning and happy Friday. It is the 5th of November today, and as it is Friday, it is my weighing day. So this week has been okay. In comparison to the last 2 weeks where I've been like super good, it's definitely not on the same level of effort, but like I'm making that sound like I've been really bad, and I haven't. So in terms of like the food and things that I've been eating, I've still been sort of like eating very nutritiously. I did have one day, just let me grab my Fitness Pal so I can have a look at my graph. Yeah, so on Saturday I did go over calorie on that day. I had 1,554. Myself and Jim had a really lovely date night, and I did have, what did we have? We had chips and like a veggie chicken Kiev and like a vegetable medley type thing, and it was really yummy. And that's probably the meal, like in terms of like nutritious and like being really healthy, that's probably the worst meal I've had this week. But other than that, every day I've still been on calorie. I'll just pop my graph on screen so that you can have a look and see. I haven't input what I've eaten today yet, so obviously that will affect the overall sort of like figures. But yeah, done pretty well with tracking and just in general sort of like what I have been eating. I did meal prep again this week, and this week I decided to have some tofu. I'm obsessed with teriyaki sauce like at the moment, guys. It is so delicious, and teriyaki and broccoli is just like a match made in heaven. So I had and I also marinated my own tofu this week, and it went really well. The last time I tried to make my own, when I say make my own tofu, I don't mean like make it myself. I mean, do you know like when you just get tofu in a block and you have to sort of like prepare it yourself and press it and whatnot? Well, I've had like a disaster the first time I tried it, and it really put me off. So I've been buying the ready prepared punnets that are already like cut into like nice little squares and marinated, and I've been really enjoying them. But I ended up getting one of the tofu sort of like, what do they call it? Is it like, I'll insert the block that I'm talking about here. But I ended up getting one of them as part of like a meal deal for a stir fry, and I had it sat in the fridge. And this week I've been trying to sort of like be better with my money and not spend as much money on food, having realised I spend enough to probably feed a family of 8 and the majority of the time it's just me and Jim. So in order to try and like combat spending too much, I thought I'm gonna use this tofu, and yeah, marinated it in a teriyaki sauce, obviously chopped it up and whatnot, and it was delicious. And yeah, meal prep is just working so well because it's stopping me from sort of like thinking too much about what I'm gonna have. I didn't really stick to sort of like a set meal plan this week in terms of, I did plan it but I didn't stick to it. Like one night I had like tinned tomatoes and some cracker breads for my dinner instead of the dinner I'd planned to have, but no food was going to waste or anything like that. So yeah, food has been good. I'm just gonna bring up my Instagram because for some reason my mind has just gone completely blank. I'm in such a rush today, guys, so I'm gonna try and make this video as short and precise as possible. But we all know me, and we all know I love to ramble, so that's probably not gonna happen. Oh, I made an amazing like roast style dinner, which had like veggie sausage and mashed potato. Oh, it was just delightful, really delicious. And I've been having some soup. I had a kale, spinach and turmeric soup, which was so incredible. It tasted just divine. So yeah, food wise, other than the Saturday when it was kind of like a little bit of a date night treat meal, other than that, I think food wise has been really healthy, obviously tracked and everything, so it's okay. I feel like I could have done better though. I did look at my macros. I had a little cheeky look yesterday or the day before, and at the moment I am averaging about 46% carbs, 37% fat and 17% protein. So I really want to sort of like start thinking about that and making sure that I have more balance and it's not so carb heavy. I'm still not going to set some like macro goals just because I feel like I don't really want to overwhelm myself, and I've been doing quite well the last couple of weeks. So I think as long as I stick to that and just slowly adapt a couple of things, I think that's the way forward for me. In terms of exercise, I think I've worked out twice this week. I completed the Sea to 5k. I did my final run of the Sea to 5k, and I did that on Tuesday. I'll insert my Fitbit log here so you can see what I'm referring to. So I worked out on Tuesday, I worked out on Thursday. I did intend to get up and go to the gym this morning, however I slept in. I slept all through sort of like the time that I had allocated to go to the gym. So that's not going to happen today because today is a crazy day. And tomorrow is very unlikely. So the only other day is Sunday. So there's a potential I might go on Sunday. I'm not very happy with myself in terms of my workouts this week. I feel like I could have done a lot more, and I want to do a lot more. So that's something that I'm certainly going to be taking into next week. I think because, so usually I do at least 3 runs a week because that was my schedule on the Sea to 5k, and because that kind of came to an end, I didn't sort of like forecast what I was going to do next, so it just kind of happened, and this week has gone so quick. I was speaking to Laura about this, but I swear I feel like I've blinked and we're literally at the end of the week. So there were so many things that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a November calendar and mark off all the days that I'm going to be over calorie and all the days that I'm going to be on calorie. I wanted to make an exercise thing and then do my no excuse November things, but it's honestly just been one of them weeks where it's just been so busy. It's not an excuse though, and I guess I don't think I've been like bad in any way, like super bad. I just think I could definitely apply myself in certain areas a little bit better, and workouts is certainly one of them areas. So at some point over this weekend I am going to be making a sort of like schedule for myself going forward in terms of like workouts and stuff. So I just haven't had time to do it, and that it kind of is and it kind of isn't an excuse. I have literally been so busy. So so yeah, just the 2 workouts this week. So I'm going to move on to my weigh-in. I'll just grab last week's up. So last week I weighed in at 14 stone, 1 pound. And this week, can I do this? I can't do it like that. I have weighed in at 14 stone exactly. So that is another loss. So I've had 3 consecutive losses now, which is crazy. I literally can't remember the last time that happened. But that's a loss of 1 pound down from last week, which makes me 14 stone exactly in weight. So I have lost 28 pounds overall. And my weight to goal of 11 stone, that's my first goal, is 3 stone, so I'm 3 stone away. So yeah, really happy with that. I do feel like I could have done better though, and I think if I apply myself, I would be seeing the losses that I had sort of like last week and the week before. A £1 loss is still nothing to be sort of like scoffed at. It's just, I know that I can be doing better. So I'm just being necessarily hard on myself, I think. Other than that, like just sort of like an okay week, I'd say. Going into next week, definitely going to be doing more exercise. I'm going to be sort of like looking at my carbohydrate intake and sort of like figuring out how I can just really quickly and easily increase the protein in my diet. If you've got any suggestions for me, do let me know below. Just as a quick and easy thing, Laura suggested switching up the yogurts that I use to one that has like added protein, which was a really good suggestion. So anything like that, let me know. Obviously I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, but if you've got any suggestions, I would appreciate it. But I am going to wrap up the video here because I have literally got so much to do, as I've said a million times. But I really do hope you have all had a super fantastic week. If you are on a weight loss journey too and you are watching me as you're losing weight, I really hope that your weigh-in this week has gone really well for you. If not, don't worry, we have got this. Next week is a new week to do something different, to make a change. You just have to sort of like focus, don't stop, and we will eventually get there. But my lovely people, I hope you all have a super fantastic weekend. I'm having a little bonfire shindig with my family tonight, which I'm really looking forward to, and I am going to stay at a friend's house tomorrow. So I've got a lot of like social things going on. I am going to be mindful and try and stay focused though. But I hope you guys have a lovely bonfire weekend. And until next time, stay happy, healthy and well. Bye guys.